Yeah. I've been contemplating, meditating. Should've waited, should've never dated. You seem irritated, baby. Why you never say it? Isn't this worth saving? And it's still telling me yes. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. What's the style? Trust me well.
Hey, welcome back to Keeping Up with Levi and Maisha. And we're back with part 2 of how I became a mom at 21. Obviously, y'all know I did the do. I did what I do. Had to do what I do. But we're going to kick it off with me having Levi. That's where I left off. You don't want to be in my video no more? You gonna say hi again? Yeah. So where I left off at was... You gonna tell the story? Okay. Where I left off at was me going into labor and getting ready to have this one. Woo! Yeah. So, me getting ready to have him. I had him a week before he was actually due. I was supposed to have him October 11th. He came October 1st. So, September 30th or the 31st, I actually kickstarted my labor. So, what happened was I went to sleep on the 31st. Woke up. Everything in my power to, like, get his big self out. Because he was bigger than my body. Like, I'm tiny. But he weighed more than what he weighed way more. If he would have actually stayed until his actual due date, he would have been like almost 10 pounds or more. I was not about to pop out no 10-pound baby. It wasn't going to happen. Not out this Gucci. Not out this Gucci. No. So, I woke up and I instantly went for cereal. I ate like maybe 2 boxes of cereal by myself. 2 big family size boxes. But as I was pouring like one of the bowls, I started getting like really, really light cramps. And so my friend was like, you might be going into labor. I'm like, no, because they don't hurt. So I was such a bitch during my pregnancy. Like, I was drama queen. I had to have stuff my way. I was catered to. Like, literally, my mom brought me my food morning, lunch, and night. With low-key want to get pregnant again because I was really pampered low-key. So that had happened. I woke up. I was nesting, like, just cleaning. Like, I didn't even get my room ready. Like, I didn't even have his bassinet. I didn't have a lot of stuff. Like, before that, my friends threw me like a little baby shower because they were going back to college. So they just threw me some quick shit. But my family was supposed to throw me one, but it was hella other stuff going on. But my friends threw me whatever, and they got me whatever I needed for the time being. His bassinet hadn't even arrived in nothing. Like, so here I am. I'm in labor. I don't even know I'm in labor. So as time goes on, it doesn't hurt, but I'll just start writing. Okay. By that time, I just start writing down, like, timing my contractions. And they say, like, once they become, like, 5 minutes apart to, like, 3 minutes and, like, stuff like that, then you're in labor. So it would be, like, 5 minutes apart and then 3 minutes apart. Then it would kick back to, like, 10 minutes apart. And I'm like, look, bro, make up your mind. Get the fuck out. I was being stubborn. My mom finally got off work and she came home and I was just sitting on the edge of the bed like this, just big as hell with a stomach. My mom was like, you're in labor. My mom has 8 kids, so I mean, she would know if somebody's in labor. So I was being such a bitch. just an asshole. My mom was like, you're being an asshole right now. You're being stubborn. I'm going to just call your doctor. And I'm like, whatever, because I'm not going. I'm not in labor. Like, when you're pregnant, you're on 1,000. You don't even know it. To you, you still think you're normal and you're not. If your hormones be raging, you're emotional, you're all over the place. You're mad, you're sad, you're eating pickles, you're doing this, you're doing something. Like, it's just something. So, and before that, was supposed to have a natural birth. I was supposed to have a water birth at that. I've always said if I have a kid, I wanted my kid to be born in water. I just thought that shit was fascinating and it was cool. But I was supposed to have a water birth scheduled, but with that hospital, it's basically like a first come, first serve basis. So the rooms were already taken. So I'm like, I really gotta push a baby out my coochie without water. I'm at the hospital and we're in the hallway. We ain't even get to the room yet, and I'm on the floor. I'm just like, I'll meet y'all in the room. It's all right. I'm gonna get there. Just give me a second. You know, I'm feeling it, but it's like I feel it, but like it doesn't hurt because I have like a really high pain tolerance. So I was just like on the floor. I'm like, just give me a minute. A second. We almost there. Like, got up. And for some reason, I felt so comfortable on the floor that I just sat on the floor. Like, I laid on the floor, I sat on the floor. They were like, you don't want to get in the bed? I'm like, if I wanted to get in the bed, I would have gotten in the bed. Period. Leave me alone. So that she's like, oh, we gotta hook you up to the monitors. I'm like, so you just can't bring the monitors over here? And my mom was like, I'll talk to her. She's just really moody. But I was just like, I understand. I get it. I'm like, do you? So my mom's like, you have to get on the bed. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting back on the floor after this. Levi's trying to leave. So I get on the bed, I sit on the bed. So at this point, my friend O'Reilly is with me and my mom. So she checks my cervix and all. My hair is a mess. I was trying to do the natural thing, so I didn't even have a perm. I'm trying to slick it down with some gel, tighten it up before I start pushing, because I don't want to be looking ugly in my pictures, and I look ugly in my pictures anyway. Hot mess. Yeah. So she checked my cervix. She was like, oh, you already 5 centimeters. You know, you dilated 5 centimeters. I'm like, what? She's like, girl, you halfway finished. You did half of this in your sleep at home. I'm like, oh. She's like, you gonna have him out tonight. I'm like, oh. Okay. And so by that time, I'm texting my friends. I'm like, Levi's gonna come today or whatever. So they get ready. They come in from college, from Willie P, all these other places, blah, blah, blah. And everybody in a room with me at this point. So I had to call and text his father. Prior to the last video, I told him not to talk to me until I get ready to go into labor because he was pissing me the fuck off. Like, always the fuck off. So, call his father, FaceTime him. He was with his mom, and I guess all the other shit was going on. So his mom was like, oh, you're in labor, blah, blah, blah. He was like, so my mom was like, you need to get your ass up here. Like, he don't play with my mom. So he's like, all right, ma, I'm coming. So he came. So now I got Dippy, his father, Dippy, there with the rest of my family. I had like my uncle, my aunt, my other cousin, all my friends. Everybody was in the room. Legit, everybody in the room. And like one of my uncles, he was a security guard in the hospital already, so he was already downstairs because his mom had got admitted. So I'm like, all right, let's do this. By this time, I'm like 7-8 centimeters, and I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel this shit, but it doesn't, like, it's not as bad. All I'm doing is like jumping on the ball, and it's helping. So by the time I hit like 8, like really 8 centimeters, because I was like 7.5 going on 8. So once I hit like 8 going on, I'm like, yo, epidural me, please. She was like, are you sure? Because the way I was sitting at the same time, I was so calm. Like, I was just sitting there like, I need the epidural. And she was like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. She was like, are you sure? Because you don't even look like you're in pain. I'm like, yeah, I need it. I'm like, if I'm asking you for what, why the fuck, like, I need it. I'm like, give it to me. Like, my mom's like, be nice. Like, I'm like, well, I wouldn't be asking for no reason. Like, give me the shit. Like, give it here. So she gave it to me, and they stick that long ass needle in my back, and I'm like jumping and shit because you're not supposed to. So they gave me the epidural, and I went numb. You can't feel your leg. You can't feel nothing from your waist down. Like, oh my god, it was the shit. Like, I'm like, yo. Sis checked my cervix. She broke my water. Arm all up in the coochie. Like, I'm like, you in there? Like, she was like, yeah, I just broke your water. I'm like, I don't feel nothing. She was like, yeah. I'm like, yo. She's like, if you would have not gotten it, you would have felt all of that. I'm like, yo. She was like, technically, you're still natural because you're like right here. So I don't really think it's gonna work like that. Like, I could feel some sensation, but I couldn't feel at the same time. Like, and it came to the point where like the epidural wasn't really working. So I'm just clicking the button. I'm like, yo, why is it not working? Like, why is it not? And so I start crying. And so his father, trying to be sentimental and there, he's like in my face, holding my hand and doing all this other extra shit. And I'm just like, yo, get this fucking baby out of me now. Like, I'm like, yo, he gotta come out. I'm like, yo, get him out of me now. I was like, I can't do nothing. His father was like, I can't do nothing. Like, so the lady come back in like 15-20 minutes, and she like, oh, it's time to start pushing. I'm like, what? You just broke my water. Like, she was like, you're fully dilated. I'm like, yo. By this time, it's like maybe 12, like 11, going on 12-ish. Of course, she shut the door. By this time, I'm pushing, and she's just like counting so fucking slow. Like, she's like, 1. And mind you, I'm holding my breath, pushing. I'm like, and she's just like, 2, 3. I'm like, yo, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, I'm like, I can't breathe. By the time you get to 10, me and my kid gonna be dead. Like, we're gonna be dead. So I'm like, yo, I can't do this. Like, I can't breathe. Like, you feel the pressure. And then eventually he comes out. So my legs is just like up like that. Like, his father is on one end holding my legs, and my mom is on the other end holding my legs, and they're both just like in my vagina. Like, they're like, hey, that's his head. That's his head. He's like, yo, my baby boy got hair. Oh my god, I got so much hair. And I'm just like, and then you got my mom. I'm so surprised that my mom even didn't throw up, because she doesn't like the sight of nothing nasty like that, like blood, none of that. And him too. So they was just like there watching, like they were like both just all in, like looking at it all. He was like, yo, this is disgusting. He was like, oh my god, yo, talking like, and I just wanted him to shut up, like, shut up. And so, all right, Levi comes out, and he is a 7-pound, 2-ounce light-skinned kid, like the lightest kid ever. And oh my god, the experience was so immaculate. Like, you can't describe when you're giving birth to your kid. Like, it's unmatched. It's just priceless. You can't describe that feeling. Like, you can't, like, you're instantly, like, it's like an instant rush of love just hit you. Like, it just hit you. So I'm like, yo, I had an attitude still though, because still after all of that, it was still mad bullshit going on. And if you follow me, you know why. And so he's there, he's holding Levi, and he was like, oh my god, my baby boy. Like, he's just talking to him, and he was like, yo, this is he was saying something. He was like, this is a one in a lifetime thing. Like, this is sensational. Like, I'm like, please shut up. Like, yo. So he's holding him and talking to him, and I'm like, can I hold my own kid? He's like, he calling everybody, FaceTiming everybody, showing Levi to everybody, and I'm just like, I'm showing my kid off to people. And yeah, that was that. He didn't leave until like maybe 4 o'clock that morning after I had him, because I had Levi at 12:57. We were still arguing about his name. I named him Levi. It's a biblical name. Levi is the third son of Jacob. But yeah, after that, because he always wanted his first son's name to be Nathan, and he told me that prior to us dating, like when we were really one, I guess. He was like, no, like if I have my first son, his name gotta be Nathan, blah blah blah. I'm like, why? You're corny, like, because your name is Jonathan, like. So I gave him that middle name. I was gonna just give him his father's middle name, which is Jermaine, but Nathan it is. And then that was that. I had Levi. The end. It's like, but yeah, prior to me having Levi out my vagina, it's still crazy to me. But I mean, I wouldn't take it back for nothing, even with the circumstances that I am in, that his father put me in. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm gonna change it. Because I really have the best kid. Like, I legit have the best kid ever. Like, he's very intelligent, he's very wise, he's beyond himself. Like, I swear to God, my kid has had a past life. Like, he's been here maybe twice before. Like, he has a very old soul. Like, he's very smart. Like, you say something dumb, he's gonna look at you like, really? But that's my baby. And Levi, you want to be back in the video? No? And that's that. Going through cabinets. Levi! No! Close the door.